Welcome to another day of revision of the things we've done. I hope your numeracy went well today. Now we're going to revise our quantitative, and we'll start from the question we have on the board. The first question says, find the angle. How do we find this? We do this by doing 180 minus the two angles you have, because everything equals to 180. 180 minus 90 plus 27, then you get your answer. Then that will be 180 minus 117. Then you get your answer for this. Okay, now let's go. For question number 2, what do? We know that the total angle in the triangle is 180. So just the way we did number 1, we'll do 180 minus 67 plus 43. Once you do this, you now have 180 minus 110. Then you get your answer. I'm not going to tell you what the answer is. I want you to finish this. Now, number 3 asks for how many angles do you have, or what's the sum of angles in a semicircle. A semicircle is half of a circle, and the angle there is equals to 180. So angle in a semicircle is 180 degrees. An angle, the sum of two right angles. The right angle is L. Like I said, the right angle is angle that forms L, and two of it will be this way, and it's also equals to two right angle. 2 is semicircle, or is equals to angle on the straight line. So you have 90 on this side plus 90, and if you do this together, you still get your 180 degrees. Now let's go to number 5. An angle that forms L is called, I've said it, is the right angle, and is equals to 90. Okay, and is equals to 90. Let's go. Now number 6 says, what is angle Y in this triangle? Just the way we have done the one above, Y will be equals to 180 minus the addition of these two. Okay, and that will be 180 minus 120. Then you get your answer. Number 7 says, what is X? There are two ways of finding X. You can do the sum of this angle, which is 180. So you add this and this together, take it away from 180. Or you take the sum of this, which is also equals to 180, add these two together, and you have your X. So you have on both sides, you have 180 minus 30 plus 70. Then you get what your X is. So that is what you are expected to do. So now quickly let's do number 8. The total, this is called angle at a point. And the total of everything is a circle, which gives you 360. So if everything equals to 360, what do? You add these two, 80 plus 80, and you take it from 360. 360 minus 80 plus 80, then you get what your answer is. 80 plus 80 is 160, so you do 360 minus 160, pardon me. So you now get your answer. I want you to finish this. Now for this question, I'm only going to answer number 9 and number 10, and I'll allow you to do the other ones, C, D, and E. If you look at this star means times. So you do 5 times 4 to give you A. Then you do 5 times 11 to give you B. Then you do 4 times 11 to give you C. And you do 3 times 8 to give you D. I'll allow you to do this E yourself. I believe with what I've explained, you should be able to know what A, B, C, and D is. Then on your own, try it out. What you do is 14 and 3 to get your E. So that's the explanation for this sample. Now, for this sample, you see the sign here is plus. So what do? To get F, just the way we have done it above, 14 and 36, you add them together to get F. To get G, what do? The one at the top, the far top, and the one at the far left to get your G. And same thing you do for H, which is 16 and 42. Then for I, it will still be 14 and 45. J will now be 45 plus 18 to get your answer. So that is how we sort out this sample. I believe you can add this and get your answer. Now quickly on to modular arithmetic. Modular arithmetic is an arithmetic that has to do with I'm looking for arithmetic with remainder. So what do we do here? All we need to do, we add 6 and 7. Whatever you have at this point, you add it together, which will give you 13. You divide it by 5. So, and this will be 5. How many 5 can you get in 13? That is 2, remainder 3. You put the 2 here, and you put the 3 over here. So same thing for B. 8 plus 9 is 17. 17 divided by the 3, it will be equals to 5, remainder 2. This is the 5, and here is the remainder. So quickly, I want us to try number 11. Now, number 18, what do we do? 11 plus 5, that's 16. 16 divided by 7 will be 2. Remainder what? 2. So that's this 2. The same thing for 19. 9 plus 4 will give us 13. 13 divided by this 4, you have 3. Remainder something, which is what? 1. Okay, so I'll leave you to do the rest of this sample. I believe with this, you can get this. And if peradventure you are told to find, maybe, remember this answer is 1. Maybe we are looking for this. We'll still do it the same way. 9 plus 4 will get 13. 13 divided by 4 will give you 3, remainder 1. And if you're looking for this 4, all you need to do first is do 9 plus 4, 13. Take away the remainder, 12. Then you now do that 12 divided by 3 to get what will be here. Again, 9 plus 4, 13. Take away the remainder, minus 1, which is 12. 12 divided by 3 will give you 4. So that is what we are expected to do. So we'll move quickly on to number bases. And what do we do when you are told to convert from base 10 to base 6? Like 9, all you just need to do, you do 9 divided by 6. Like the part factorization. But for this, you take note of the remainder, because that's what we need really. So how many 6 can we get in 9? That is 1. You pick the remainder, which is remainder 3. 6 in 1 is 0. If it's 0, the remainder of whatever you have there is what we have. So you now pick it from bottom up, and that will give you 13 base 6. Okay? Now let's go on to number 24. Same way. 6 in 13. That will be 2, remainder 1. 6 in 2 is impossible, so you write 0, remainder that 2. And when you pick it, you have 21 base 6. So I'll leave you to do number 25. And exactly the same way we did the one that has to do with taking it to base 6 is exactly what we do for base 2. But this time around, we divide by 2. So I'll try number 26. Okay, so what do we do? 5 divided by 2, 2 remainder 1. 2 in 2 is 1 remainder 0. 2 in 1 is 0 remainder 1. So you pick it up, it is 101 base 2. And that is your answer. So I'll leave you to do number 27 and the rest that has to do with number. Now let's quickly look at statistics that has to do with mean, mode, median, and range. Now, how do you find mean? You get mean by adding all the numbers that you have and you now count how many numbers do you have. For example, in this sample, you have just 3 numbers. That's why you have them, sum it up together and dividing it by the numbers of value you have, which is 3. And if you do 18 divided by 3 will give you 6. Same way for 29. You add them up. Okay, the sum divided by the value, the number of values, divided by 3. I believe you can do that. And for this, 8 plus 3 plus 10 plus 12 divided by what? This is 4 values, which is divided by 4. Okay. 8 plus, oh, there is a 7 there. So because of the 7, this should be divided by 5. Okay, it will be divided by 5. Okay, that's what we do for. Now quickly, for the median is what stays, what you have as the middle number when you rearrange it in ascending order. Okay, you can see the samples rearranged, then you get the median. The middle number is another word for middle, the number that falls in the middle. But in a case where you have two numbers in the middle, what do? You add the two numbers, and you now divide by 2 to get your median. Again, if there are two median, you add both of them together, divide them by 2 to get your median. For mode, it is the number that appears the most. The number that appears the highest number of times is another one for most. The answer that appears the most. So in this sample, you see that 2 appear twice, so you pick it. Now, there are cases where you have numbers appearing more than once, but you must pick out the one that appears more times. Like in the case of this number 33, 6 appeared 3 times. 7 appears only twice, so 7 is not the mode. 8 appears twice, so it's not the mode. 9 appears once. So we pick 6, because we have it in mind that it appears a total number of 3 times. So the mode here is 6. So I'll leave you to do number 34. But there was something that we didn't discuss here, which has to do with range. Range is the highest minus the lowest number. The highest number minus the lowest number. Like in the case of this number 33, the highest number there is 9, while the lowest is 6. So the range here will be 3. Okay, so that is that. Now quickly we'll go on to factorials and permutation. Now for factorial and permutation, what do we do? Factorial means multiplying the numbers. If you have 5 factorial, it's multiplying 5 with all the numbers that come before it and when you count 3 factorial the same way, 4 factorial the same way. Then if you say 4 factorial plus 3 factorial, you look for what 4 factorial is, you look for what 3 factorial is, and you add them together. Same vein for number 37. You look for 5 factorial, you look for 3 factorial, and multiply them. Now, when it comes to combination is the way you can arrange numbers. Okay? Now, look at this. How do we arrange 5 things when you combine 3 at a time? What you do is 5 times 4 times 3. Because you are combining 3, you must just write 3 numbers at the top and 3 numbers below, starting with these 3. So that will be 3 times 2 times 1. And when you cut it out, you get 10. And that's the same thing you do for 6 combination 4. 6 is combining 4. It means you have 4 numbers at the top, starting from 6, and 4 numbers below, starting from 4. So that is what we do for combination. It can also be called permutation. It's the same. You do the same thing for combination and permutation. So with this, I will stop. I will allow you to do your questions and to see what you can do. I wish you all the best in your exam, and God bless. Bye for now. Bye.